Hello everyone, and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. My name is Joachim, and today we will be playing Star Tycoon, Build Your Galactic Corporation. It's a game by Peter and Alkira Sanderson, and the artwork is by Michael Dickinson. Warp Core produced this, and this is the CEO edition because it's a Kickstarter game. Okay. So I splurged for the CEO edition, so you have a bunch of extras, including the booster pack that I'll might come up, might not, we'll see, and also the acrylic tiles. Now, do bear in mind if you are on the fence of buying these acrylic tiles, just remember or realize that on both sides there is a plastic film that you have to peel off, so protection layer, and you have to do it for each of these tokens. There are a lot of tokens, so just, think about it before you get it. It's quite the chore. But I did it in a special way. Whenever I would get resources, I would then peel it off and use it. So at least I'm playing while I'm peeling. Anyway, let's start at the beginning, shall we? What is Star Tycoon? Let me give you the introduction. You are tasked with transforming a startup business into an interstellar mega corporation. During the game, you will expand your corporation to new worlds, developing them to meet specific planetary targets and maximize profits. The galactic market is the hub for all competing businesses to trade resources. Knowing when to buy and when to sell is critical for gaining a competitive edge. The winner is a corporation with the most points at the end of the 4th round. Okay, so this game has several different parts in it, but I think it'll feel familiar if you've played a number of board games before. But it does have some special things going for it, which is why I decided to make this video. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. This game has 4 rounds, and then the game will end. You can see it here. This is 1 round, 1 round, 1 round, 1 round. So what is the 1, 2, 3? Those are turns. So there's 3 turns in 1 round. And each turn, each player will get 3 actions to do things, okay? And then after you've done 9 actions in total, so it goes around, right? Then you will have an event, which is the exclamation mark, do it again, event, do it again, event, do it again, game is over. But there are still different phases in the game. The first phase is the event, but of course you don't have that in the beginning of the game. It's rare that games have that. They always start in the 2nd round. And then the second part in the round is the produce action. Now, many of these cards you see here, especially here, they have a blue factory on them. You can see it here, right? So that blue factory, let me show you. Okay, so the blue factory that you see, that means they're going to produce those items. So in this case, this card will produce research. So let me talk to you about the resources right now. These ones are illegal goods. These ones are ships. This is research. This is food. This is gas. This is minerals. And these are credits. So money, basically. Okay. So they will produce during the produce action. Okay. So that will happen then. The next part is the actions. Usually your player turns. So that will then take 9 times. That will take 3 steps. Okay. So it will not continue the next phase. We will do this 9 times. So me 3, you 3, next person 3. Okay, move on, 3 to 3, move on, 3 to 3, and then we will continue. The next part is discard. That means if you have a certain number of goods, you can only have 7, you will have to discard down to 7. Okay, but more about that later. And then at the end, we rotate player. This is the first player marker that will then go to the next player, okay, on your left. Okay, so the game is already set up, but there are some things that I haven't set up yet, and that is this. Everybody will get a starting home planet. So this is my home planet, and you can see it has hammers on it. Those hammers mean that they can have a certain amount of developments. You can also see in the top right, it has a type and a name. Top left is the cost, and then below you've got a system icon with things next to it. That's the requirements for endgame scoring. So in this case, it has a lightning, which is a credit symbol. And that means I have to have the highest credits production at the end of the game. Okay, so get those points. Now I'm going to be playing solo. So the scoring there is a little bit different. That means that I don't need to have the most of everybody, but I just need to have 3. So if I have 3 credits production, I will get those 3 points. Okay. So that's a planet. Now, how do these planets differ? That's your home planet. How does it differ from, that's why it has a house, by the way. You can see top left corner has a house. And that's how it differs from these other systems. For example, you've got the Belinda system, and that this planet is called Vion. All right. So you can see it has a type in the top left corner. It has a name, it has a system name, and also at the bottom left, it is not a system icon, it's a planet icon. So underneath this planet, you need to produce 3 gas. If you produce 3 gas in total, then you can get those points, okay? There can also be other things. For example, this planet has 3 green symbols underneath it, okay? So those symbols refer to the partnerships. You have the partnerships, you have Square Software, Cross Labs, Hex Industries, Pointed Investments, Rounded Bioworks, and Heart Institute. So for example, the Chevron system here, Chevron, they require 3 Rounded Bioworks cards. So where can you see these icons? Well, they are on the cards. For example, here, the development, this one, the research, is a Rounded Bioworks card. This one has a heart, so it's a Heart Institute. This one is red, so it's like Square Software. Same thing here. These have other icons because it refers to a special project. I think it's called, is that the official name? Sorry, Diamond Mega Engineering. That's what this is. It's nothing to do with this. So that's how these 2 planets differ. Now, at the start of the game, my home planet is not going to give me any production. It is just there to give me extra points if I manage to get enough credits. Okay. So what else do you start with then? Well, you also start with a Omniforge. So this is the Omniforge that I start with. So you can see it has a blue factory, so that's what it's going to produce. I'm going to get those resources at the start of the game, and I'm also going to get them during the produce action throughout the game. So you can also see it has number 1. Number 1 has to do with the solo mode. I will get back to that later. Basically, the number 1 will give me a challenge that I have to do to win the solo game, or a first step anyway. So this card goes underneath your home planet. Okay, so this already has 1 development, okay? All right, so what else do you start with? So I'm gonna start with 1 mineral and 1 research already. And I also start with 3 companies. Now I'm going to explain these companies after I've explained everything else of the game to make it easier, okay? So what are some of the actions that you can do during your turn? The first one is purchase. So you can purchase 1 card from a full row. I can't stress it enough, a full row. So if 1 card is gone, you cannot buy from here. All right. Of course, there are cards that do allow you to do it, but then you need to have those cards in your possession. Otherwise, you cannot. I think it's corporations actually that allow you to do it. Some of them. So you can buy 1 card from a full row, or you can reserve. What is reserve? Well, very simple. You will just take a card and you will take it in your hand, a la Splendor. You know, you will reserve it to build it later. But of course, building it later is also an action. Okay, so you can only have 1 card when you reserve. If you already have a card, you will simply put this card back on top of here and then take whatever other card it is that you want to reserve. But once again, if you want to reserve, it also has to be from a full row. It cannot be a row where something has already been taken. Then you might be, well, what if you buy a card and then it's my turn and there's a gap? Well, obviously, when it's your turn, this will be refilled before your turn starts. So you will always start with full rows. So that's purchase. Now, purchase, what else is important? Of course, is the cost. The top left corner is the cost. So planets are always 1 or 2 ships. Okay, so ships. That's what they cost. You buy it, you take the planet, you put it here. Now, planets are a little bit special. Now, in this case, the example is not very good because all these planets have 3 hammers. Now, the hammers decide how many developments can come underneath the planet, how many developments you can build on the planet. Some planets only have 1 hammer or 2 hammers, but obviously the requirements will then be slightly easier, okay, but also less points. Another thing that's important for planets is systems, because sometimes there will be cards that will give you extra points depending on how many systems you have of certain type or how many different systems you have. That's why it's important. Also, the top right corner on a planet card, which I already said, has a type. You have a bunch of different planets. You've got Terra, Desert, Gas, Ocean, Ice, Star, Homeworld, Planet card. And then you also, with the booster pack, from the Kickstarter, they also add barren and black hole planets. Okay, so those are also important because some cards, Wellness Center, which I'll get to later, will give you a bonus. So you can buy a planet, you put it there, done. You can also buy a development. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, level 1 developments, they are of course cheaper, but they are less powerful. For example, this refinery costs 1 food, this refinery mineral and food, this research 1 gas and 1 credit. And they will give you certain things. So for example, you buy it and you will put it underneath a planet. Now let's say I bought Vion. Vion requires 3 gas. Then it would make sense that I also buy either this refinery or this refinery and put it underneath, because this produces gas and this will put me 1 step towards the scoring condition. Okay, so that's how that works. Once again, you can only buy 1 of a full row. Okay, so you cannot buy 2 of them. Okay, so this one, you'll also notice, produces 1 illegal good and has -1 point. Illegal goods can sometimes be very handy because some of these cards will come out and have a cost, and then we'll also have an option. You can buy it for 1 illegal good instead of the other costs. Okay, so those cards are in there too. That's why illegal goods are good. Also, some illegal goods are required to buy a development. For example, the crime hub, which I will talk about in a second or in a minute. Give me some time. So that's the most important thing about these cards, what they produce, the icon they have, because they can apply to whatever you need here or whatever you need there or here. You know, the requirements, the icons can be important as well, and what they produce. So the level 2s, they are more expensive, 2 gas, 2 food, but then the Wellness Center, 1 gas, 3 food, and 1 research. Now, if you buy the Wellness Center, for each ocean planet that you have, you will immediately get 1 research. Of course, this is the start of the game. There's no ocean planet here. I don't have an ocean planet here. Not a very good card at this point, because when you buy it, it happens. After that, it doesn't happen again. But the card itself gives you 3 points. And like 30 to 40 points is already quite normal in this game. I had one with 25 points. So 3 points is kind of a lot. Then you have these communications arrays. Obviously, this is pretty common. The more you have of them, the more points they are worth in total. So if you have 2 of them, they will give you 2 points combined. Not 2 points each, 2 points combined. So if you manage to build 4 of them, they'll give you 9 points. Okay. Then we have the Diamond Mega Engineering, was it? Diamond Mega Engineering cards. So these cannot be reserved, first of all. These cards, partnerships, can also not be reserved. These 3 rows can be reserved, this cannot. So these are special cards because they give you a lot of points. You can see 5, 5, and 5, but sometimes also give you an action. For example, the Crime Hub, it says 3 credits and 5 illegal goods, but then once per round you may steal 1 good from any player. Now it doesn't seem too powerful because a round, once again, is 1, 2, 3, all of it together. So you can only do that 1 time. But it does give you 5 points, and it can be a requirement for certain solo games. Nebula Siphon, bunch of research, 2 ships, gives you 1 gas and 5 points. Mega Forge, bunch of minerals, 2 research, gives you 1 ship and 5 points. Okay, so that is purchase. You can buy those. You can also buy a partnership card. They all cost 4 research, and they will give you points according to how many cards you have of that partnership, that other corporation, I guess. So for example, if you have 4 Square Software cards, so like this, you would get 4 points at the end of the game. So if you notice you've been leaning towards a certain faction or whatever, then you can buy these partnerships and they can give you a nice boost. Okay. All right. So next is trade. Trade is really nice because that is, I think, what makes the game shine as the galactic market. So basically, when you sell an item, for example, I sell a ship, I will get 1 coin, or I can, at this point, I can buy a ship for 1 coin. If I sell a ship, I will go up here and then flip it over to show that I've used that action already. So selling goes to the left. And let's say I buy 1 research, that'll go to the right. So now obviously the market changes. When it's someone else's turn, we flip this back over and it's available again. But on my turn, I can only do that action once for these 2. I can take another trade action, but I can only move these 3. Well, 2 of those, because it's always 2 actions that you can do. You cannot do 2 actions on the same good, only once. So why is this important? Well, at one point, ships might be here, and then you can spend 1 credit to get 4 ships, which is crazy. Or you can sell 1 ship to get 4 credits, which is also crazy. So obviously you want to keep an eye out what people do with the market and then try to manipulate it. In the solo game, there are multiple ways to manipulate the galactic market, but I'll get back to that later when it's more suitable. You can also see these are the 5 basic resources. There are no illegal goods there and there are no credits there. So these will not be affecting the market in any way. All right, so that is trade. Then we have Omniforge. Remember that card I had with the number 1. I can activate that card during my turn with an action to get those 2 goods as well. Okay. Then Reserve, where you set it, is kind of part of purchase as well. You just take 1 card from a full row. It cannot be the level 3s. It cannot be the partnerships. Then I can also smuggle. Now there are no smuggle cards out here at the moment. So let me see if I can quickly find one here. Smuggle, here. The Off-World Exporter. So I'll just take it out. I'll shuffle it in later. So the Off-World Exporter is the same type of card as everything else, except it has the smuggle icon here in the top right corner. You can see the pink boxes. And in this case, it allows you to spend 1 ship and a good of your choice to get 3 coins. Now that's important because it doesn't care about the market. So even if a ship is like super cheap, let's say here, $1 for 4 ships, here you can just sell 1 ship and 1 good and get 3 credits, which would not be possible on the galactic market at that point. So that's what smuggling allows you to do. You can activate 1 card twice or 2 cards once. And also very important, you can activate your own smuggle card or one that's available here or one of someone else. If you activate another person's card, you have to give them 1 credit though, because you're paying for their smugglers. They cannot refuse, okay? There are different types of smuggle cards in the deck. So the cool part about it is that sometimes it can be really handy when the market is really not going your way. Then that can be very useful. And also the fact that you don't have to build those buildings. They can just pop up in the market here, and then you can use them, which is pretty sweet. Also, there's a solo scenario who really focuses on that. Okay, so that is smuggle, not snuggle. Refresh any full row. So for example, let's say you don't like all these planets, then you can just refresh them, okay? But that costs a whole action. Now in the solo game, you can just pay a credit and then just do it. It doesn't require an action. And you can do it as many times as you want. Because as a solo player, of course, there's less card cycling. So that's if you really need a specific card. Also, in the solo game, there are scenarios that require you to get a certain card. And if you don't have an easier way to go through the deck, then that's going to be impossible. Okay, so refresh any full row. Once again, full. So if this card is bought, I cannot refresh this. I cannot stress the full row thing enough because that doesn't happen in a lot of games as far as I know. And then loan, I can take or repay a bank loan, but it doesn't require an action. So a bank loan basically gives you 5 coins, but at the end of the round, you have to pay 1 credit so you get 5 credits, you have to pay 1 credit to the bank. And if you're not able to do it, then they will repossess your Omniforge production. So you won't get your production for that round. So you want to try to pay that off if you do it. It can be useful in the beginning of the game if you don't start with any credits. For example, research here costs 1 credit. So you will not be able to buy that. Or you'd have to do a galactic market action first. And blah, blah, blah. Remember, getting a bank loan is free. It's a free action. Also, there's a corporation that will allow you, that makes it possible that you don't pay any interest at the end of the round. So that's pretty handy as well. All right, so that's all the actions. So that's done. And then you have to discard down to 7. You discard down to 7 goods, resources. First of all, you cannot discard illegal goods. So they will be clogging up your resources. For every resource you discard, the market of that resource will go to the left. So let's say I discard 2 ships, boom, boom. That can be very good if I am first player next round. Because let's say I get rid of 2 ships, I'm first player, I do my market action, and now I can buy 3 ships for one credit. So that's kind of easier. Or I can just make something that's super expensive now a lot cheaper, and then maybe foiling someone else's plan who is hoping to sell that for credits. So it can be strategic as well. It also applies to the solo game. You can even discard down to lower than 7 to influence the market more. Okay? All right, so that's discard, and then we rotate player, then we reveal an event, and there are many of these events. I understand during the Kickstarter campaign, there was one event that said, oh, everyone's loan has been repaid, which caused a lot of bad blood, it seems, but that event is no longer in the deck. I didn't find it, unless I'm missing that card. So they removed that, okay. One more thing is this card. We have 3 of those, they're double-sided, and they give you endgame scoring. So this is resources. So if I have 7 resources at the end of the game, I get 7 points. The other side is energy credits. If I have 7 credits at the end of the game, I get 7 points, and then the other ones as well. So of course, resources came out. There's, like I said, 4 more different endgame scoring tiles. So that will also affect the game. All right. I think that's just about it. I think we are ready to start, but first I have to choose a corporation as well, and then talk a little bit more about the solo game, what makes it different, and maybe also what makes it difficult. Okay. So the 3 corporations I have are Farbol Securities, Legitimate Ventures LLC, and Myron Nanotech. Now, before I choose, I'm also going to see what my requirement is in the solo game. I'll put that there as well. And also, when you look at a corporation card, at the bottom, you have another system-wide endgame scoring requirement, just like your planets, okay? Your home planet. So you look at your whole tableau and see if you reach that. And also, it has a special action, and it has some resources in the top right corner that you start with. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources for everyone, plus the 2 here. So you start with 8 resources. So you start pretty flush. Okay, so Farbol Securities. You may hold up to 2 cards in reserve, and once per round, you may take 1 bonus reserve action. So you can see the starting resources, and you can also see that it requires 3 Ducat planets systems. So at this moment, there are no Ducat planets in the offer, so maybe it's not that good. Then Legitimate Ventures LLC. Once per turn, you may use illegal goods in place of any 1 token when purchasing a card. So obviously you want to focus on illegal goods. They also want to have 3 star planets as a endgame requirement, right? 3 star planets. At the moment, there's 1 star planet that's Kevron. And they have Myron Nanotech. You may build developments under this card, gain 1 point for every 2 cards you build this way. That's pretty good, because let's say you want to go for 3 gas, but you buy this card, which does not produce gas, and you don't want to put it under this planet, you can put it under Myron Nanotech. And they are a big fan of the Zemi system. So they want to have 3 Zemi systems. All right. So let me first check what the solo game requirement is before I choose my corporation. Because the solo game says you choose 1 Omniforge card, there are 6, and then you look at what the requirement is. So I have number 1. Number 1 just simply says reach 36 points. That's it. No other requirements. But there are some that are a bit more difficult. I think 2 days ago, I played number 5 and lost, because there it says reach 30 points and make sure that each of your planets produces at least 1 food. Which of course is difficult. I mean, you should avoid these planets and get these planets that just require the tokens, but then you still need to make sure they always 1 produces food. So you're really hunting for food cards, and that can really affect your scores. So knowing that I need to get as many points as possible, I am going to go for Myron Nanotech. But actually, I played with them before, so I'm not going to go it. I'm going to go for Legitimate Ventures LLC. I'm going to go for the illegal goods. They allow me to use illegal goods instead of something else. So obviously, I'm probably going to go for the refinery ASAP. I'll put it here. Okay, so what else is different in the solo mode? When your turn ends, you replenish the cards, right? The rows here, these 3. and this one as well. However, in the solo game, let's say I bought Kevron, then these 2 cards will be discarded. If all 3 are there, I can choose 2 to discard. And then whatever it says here, the resources, will move to the left on the galactic market. So if I discard the Belvita system, gas suddenly will become dirt cheap because it's 3 steps. 1 coin, 1 credit for 4 gas, okay? So I can purposely not buy that planet because I know it's gonna go left. However, these 2 rows, the resources on those cards will go the other side. So if I discard these 2 refineries at the end of my turn, then gas will go to the right for 2 steps. So it's always thinking about, okay, do I want to buy something? Do I want to manipulate the market that way? It's pretty important. So that's one difference. Then you achieve production supremacy. So this is production supremacy when you have 3 of them, but I already said that. The refresh action can be paid for with credits. I said that already instead of an action. Sometimes a card will say steal. So you can buy it and then immediately steal from another player. Now in this case, this is solo, you steal from the bank. You just get it from the bank, that's easy. Or force trade as well, you force trade with the bank. And then you've got the Raccoon Wayfaring Company's ability changes, but I'm not that company, so that's fine. So the solo mode spans 3 games. Each game presents a unique victory condition determined by your starting Omniforge number 1. This condition must be reached by the end of round 4, so the end of the game. And at the start of each game, draw a second Omniforge card and apply the buff specified in the box. And after applying the buff, discard the card into the box to avoid drawing it again. If I win, my homeworld, Omniforge, and company will be discarded and they will not be reused. I will reset everything else for a new game and draw a new random homeworld, Omniforge, and company. If I win 3 games in a row, I have 1 solo mode. If I lose, you just restart again with a different set, but then nothing is discarded. So I think that I will just play once, most likely. But you know, you never know. We'll see. Okay? All right, so I should get a second Omniforge card. So they are here. Let me take number 3. They're shuffled, so it shouldn't be number 3. It's number 6. So I get 1 credit and 1 gas. So I especially like the credit. So 1 credit and 1 gas. So these 2 go away because they are not chosen. And then I get my resources that are on here. So I get 3 ships. Gotta get around, gotta get those planets. I get 2 credits. So I actually already have money because of the illegalness of my company. And I start with 1 illegal good. Well, I guess that makes sense, seeing what they do. I get 1 mineral from my Omniforge, and I get 1 research. And then the game starts. I covered everything, and yeah. So now I have 4 rounds to make sure I get 36 points. So I think I'm positive. I think I'll make it. But this is the 3rd time that I'm playing, and the previous 2 times I made a mistake. The first time I forgot the full row requirement. The second time, and I didn't actually say that before, the second time is when a deck runs out, you do not reshuffle and put it back. So when it's gone, it's gone. All right, it's okay. Let's start. Okay, so I was sitting on my daughter's pillow. I removed it, like one of those thick pillows for like 2-year-olds. So I feel more comfortable now, but I'm sitting a little bit lower, just so you know why. Okay. So let's start. Like I said, I need to have planets. I need to have Kevron, for example. And then I also need to have, well, I would like to have this one because it says once per turn I can use a token. So that one will help me produce a token because I don't produce anything yet. Although having this would also be good for the Kevron system. Because if I buy this one, I can't place this. So that's annoying. I can also just buy these 2 and let this disappear. But then how many of those planets are there? It's kind of annoying from the jump already because I want to have more than 1 card, but I can only get 1 card. I think the refinery is a better choice because I need that token. The chevron system is also necessary. The problem is with these icons that I cannot have a card that has double icons. Like within the Vita system, I could have a card that gives me 2 gas and then still reach it. But here, I need to have 3 green cards underneath it, which is way more difficult to get. I think I'll have to just skip Chevron and go for Vion and the refinery, because at least they fit. Oh, but I can actually I can actually do both. I can get Chevron and I can put the refinery underneath my home planet. Okay, I'll do both. So I get 1 ship to get Chevron. There we go. And then I'll pay 1 food, which I don't have. So I need to do a market action already. Oh, no. Once per turn, I can use this in place of any 1 token and purchasing card. Okay, so I'll use this for food to get the refinery. And that goes underneath Magna. There we go. So that's 2 actions, and then I still have a 3rd action. So I cannot buy or reserve anything from here anymore. I could go here, but this is way too much food. I don't have enough gas. So all 3 of them are not doable for me. So I guess I could do a galactic market action, because I know one of these will stick around, but I don't want any of those. So I don't think I should do a market action. I can activate my Omniforge to get 2 more resources, like 1 more research, 1 more mineral. I think that would be useful. Smuggling is not an option. Yeah, I think I'll just do Omniforge, because everything else I don't really care about. So I'll activate my Omniforge for 1 mineral and 1 research. And that is immediately the end of my round. So we go to round 2. These 2 go away. Gas now becomes super duper cheap. So discarded. Here, gas and research become more expensive. So in retrospect, it's good that I got the extra research from my Omniforge, because it's getting pricey. Okay, so Ducat comes out. I didn't get that corporation, so it doesn't matter. But it is a star planet, which I need. I only need 3 of them. And then it's Telea and the Void. And I need to get rid of these 2, I'm sorry. But I'll do this first, and since I'm doing it already. Agriculture. I don't really care about any of these, unless they're green. None of them are green. So I have to remove, I was going to remove, but I don't like any of those, so it doesn't matter. I'll remove these 2. Normally you do that first, okay? Like, not that those 2 rows influence my choices, but still, you're supposed to do that first. And the ones that I removed, they didn't have any production. Am I correct? Yeah, there was no production whatsoever, so nothing changes. So refinery, food again, and research, which is gas. Costs, I mean. Refinery produces gas, and research produces research. So, yeah, what am I going to do now? So for example, research here, good example. If you have illegal goods, you can just pay 1 illegal good and get it. And then you can also steal. Which in retrospect, it's sad that I got rid of my illegal good for that. But it is what it is. All right, so I also need money production, which this would be good. But once again, I need food and I don't have food. Why do people like food so much? Okay, let's just start with ducats. Here. It also fits to what I need. I need money production. This is money production. And also Star Planet, which I need. So I think I will do a market action this time. I will buy food. So spend 1 credit to get 1 food. Then I have another market action. Anything else that I don't have a lot of that I might need? Not really. Well, you know what? I'll buy gas. I'll spend 1 coin to buy 3 gas. So that goes here then. And that was correct, right? Gas went to the, yeah, 3 and then -1. Okay, so that was my second action. So now I'm very flush with gas, which maybe later I can turn into money. But actually I can buy the research one now. which I think I'll do, yeah. So I will put it under my magnet system. Yeah. Well, so I could also get the generator, because that's what I need for money as well. But getting 2 research with my generator already having research is pretty sweet, because it makes it easier to get these cards. Plus, research is expensive right now. Should I go for the credits or go for research? Well, actually, I can just leave this and not discard it. Yeah, in that case, I'll go for the generator. 1 food and 1 mineral. I'll get the generator. I'll put it underneath Ducat. And that's my 3rd action. 1, 2, 3. So hup. So these go away. So now minerals become dirt cheap. I can actually flip this back over. So minerals become dirt cheap. And then food becomes more expensive and research becomes more expensive. Wow, okay. Maybe I should sell research to get some money. And then here I will keep this one. So these 2 can go. So gas will be more expensive as well. Yeah, the market is trending in the wrong direction, I feel. So 3 new planets. This is the glint system, which ships another glint system. And so Nilhaven, Mercer, and Kalish. None of the planets that I need. They are not star planets. That doesn't mean I shouldn't buy them, because I can still use them for other stuff, for points, for example. Shipyard, of course, produces ships. Generator produces money and illegal goods. Nice. Another shipyard, ships and illegal goods. Remember, illegal goods give you -1 point though. Off-world importer, very nice. Another off-world importer. I did shuffle. Okay, so this is the last turn I have before the round ends, not the game. So I could get a off-world importer, or I could also get the research. I think I'll get the research. Well, maybe I should look at my planets first. For example, I could get Mercer that would fit with the research. And then maybe also if I get the research, this is this, and this, then I have this left. And I'll do this for the planet. Can I get anything with this? I cannot. No, I can get a shipyard. And then I would immediately fit Mercer. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I will use my ship to get Mercer. Then I will use minerals, 2 gas, and 1 credit. To get research, which immediately takes care of the 2 research requirement. And then I'll use 1 research to get the shipyard, which immediately takes care of the illegal goods requirement. And then also I need 1 more card to get the 4 points. But I will have -1 though, -2 actually. That's the end of my round. So all these go to the left. So ships become dirt cheap, because -3. And then food becomes cheaper, research becomes cheaper, and gas becomes cheaper. Temporarily, of course, because now ships become more expensive. And this is money and illegal goods, so it doesn't matter. Here, 2 off-world importers, they go away, and they don't affect anything. All right, then we have an event. But first I'm gonna, not yet. And first I have to reveal anyway. Okay, so still no star system, come on. Yes, Kaleos, cool. Because I just wanna have a star system so we can get it off my plate. I still need to produce money as well. So far I only have 1, I need to produce 2 more. Oh, so many illegal goods suddenly. Communications array, mining, so really a lot of food stuff coming out. And wellness center, again. Again, right? Didn't we see that earlier as well? Yeah, but it's different costs now. Okay, so that's done. So the next step was, if I'm not mistaken, discard, right? Yeah, discard. So I could make gas cheaper. And same for research. But then I don't think I'm going to, I'm going to hold on to it. I'm not going to discard anything. So then rotate player, which doesn't happen, and then event. Let's see what it is. Roadblock. Move all trade markers that are in the middle to the left 1 space. So, up. Then cover all spaces with an illegal goods in the middle. So basically like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. During this round, trade markers skip across illegal trade goods when moved. So basically, if I sell if I buy a gas, it will jump to here. Okay, so I can't go to the middle. So it's called roadblock. Okay. All right, so then I produce over here actually. Then I produce. So I get 1 mineral, 1 research, 1 gas, 1 illegal good, 1 credit, 2 research, 1 ship, and 1 illegal good. Look at me building my criminal empire. Okay, so all right, what am I going to buy? Once again, there's only 1 green. It requires 3 food. And food is so expensive to get. 2 credits for just 1 food. So I need food production, but it's also not available. So all those food cards now are basically impossible. Any money being produced? No money being produced. So everything else doesn't really matter. Look at it like that. I can use my ship. Like all of these require food. So annoying. I mean, I wasn't going to buy them, but still annoying. Like if I were to build a wellness center, I would get 1 research because Mercer is a ocean planet and it gives me bonuses for that. But I'm going to get Kaleos because I have to, because, I don't know, sorry. Kaleos is not a star system. It is a ice system. I'm still going to get Kaleos though because of the type. There we go. Because I can add red, blue, or green to it. And I can actually use once per turn this instead of anything. So if it only costs 1 food, I can replace it with this. So I could get mining, for example, which I think I will get because it's a blue token, so it fits here. And getting more minerals doesn't seem like a bad thing. Yeah, so hub. So I guess Kaleos has some illegal mining going on. And then everything else is food. Cannot get the top 2 rows. I could go to the market and take advantage of some things. Like I could sell 1 research for some money and I can buy a bunch of minerals, which I'll do. So I sell 1 research for 2 credits. And then I will spend 1 credit to buy 4 gas, which suddenly makes the Mega Forge possible. Well, almost possible. 2, 4, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 research. So at the moment I have 5 and 2 research. This is the Mega Forge. Of course, I would buy it because of the 5 points. The ship production doesn't really matter. It doesn't give me an icon, so that doesn't matter either. Okay, so that is the end of my round. I did the Galactic Market action, took my cards. So these go away. So the roadblock is the whole round. Oh, wow. So not just now, it's the whole round. So we go here for sure already. So food jumps to the left. Yeah, food to the left, minerals to the left, gas to the left, and research to the left. And then let's see what goes to the right. Also a lot of stuff. Minerals go to the right, and research goes to the right. And then here I get to choose, do I want to put minerals to the right twice? I do not, so I'm going to keep mining and get rid of the other two. So then I reveal, come on, give me a star. Yes, Belvida system. All right, cool. I don't have a ship though, but ships are cheap, so I should go and buy some ships so I can colonize Belvida. All right, so agriculture produces food, mining produces minerals, and mining produces minerals. And then the level 2s, logistics hub gives me 1 mineral for each cold or ice planet, but I don't have any ice planets. And here, the black market, you can spend 1 coin to get 1 illegal good. Now remember, I can use my illegal good for something once each turn. So I'm going to go to the trade market. I'm going to spend 1 to get myself 3 ships. Food is still too expensive. I can do something else. Do I want to have more research? Well, I need more minerals so I can get the Mega Forge. So I will buy 3 minerals. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my second action will be, well, I don't have to buy the Mega Forge yet because this will not go away. So that's good. So I need to spend 1 ship to get Belvida from the Belvida system. And now I have my 3 planets required for the Legitimate Ventures LLC. So that is already 4 points in the pockets with these 4 points as well. So good to know. So that's my second action because these 2 are actually supposed to be flipped like this so that I remember that I did that action. And then is there anything else that I really need? Or should I just get the card immediately? I'll just get the card immediately. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2. Then I got the Mega Forge, which I'll put in Magna. Oh no, I'll just put it in Mercer. Since Mercer already has all its requirements, I can stash it there. Because this doesn't have an icon. So it basically takes up a space on your planet. Which is kind of annoying sometimes. Because it might make you fail your planet requirement. But in this case it doesn't, so I'm fine. That's the end of my round, so this flips back. Sorry, end of my turn. Okay, so we have research that goes to the left. And that's it. These 2 go away. And then to the right. Well, should I keep agriculture? And make minerals super expensive. They're gonna get expensive anyway. But I don't want to move food even more expensive. No, the mining go away. So mining goes to the right twice. And then here, I don't care about any of those. I really don't. Well, I'll leave the black market because that can be useful. So the minerals are super expensive now. But that means I can sell 1 for 4 and get a lot of credits. So there is that. Okay, so, okay, I'll do that in a second. So we have Hubbard. So I don't really care about the planets anymore now. I guess I could say I could care if, well, not really, because there's no incentive for me to get specific planets now. I just need to make sure I fill them. Okay, the generator is good for me because I need the money. And then here, a new one that comes out is Solar Array, which produces money. But there's so much food. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's my final round. So. I need the generator. I need food, but I can just use my illegal goods as food. So I get the generator, put it in Ducat here. So I already have 2. I need 1 more. I don't necessarily need a planet because I have so many already. I could get the off-world exporter, which is green, which fits here. And it's kind of like a nice skill to have. So I'll do these 2. Get an off-world exporter, put it underneath Kevron. And that is not my turn yet. So do I want to go to the markets? I could... The things I can sell are not really useful. Because gas and ships are too cheap. So no, nothing there. So I can do one more thing. I could reserve a planet. I don't want to reserve a planet. Trading, I don't want to do. No. Let's see. I think I'll just activate my forge to get 1 mineral and 1 research. Technically, I could have sold 3 gas for 1 credit and then buy 4 research for 1 credit, but it's okay. I'm already producing a lot of research as it is, so I don't need to have even more. Okay, done. That's the end of the round. So these guys go away for sure. And then here, I'll get rid of these 2 because I want everything to go to the left as much as possible. So that's 1 mineral. Well, I guess this still applies in the same thing, so they'll still jump. 2 gas, 1 food, so that will go here, and 1 research, that will stay. And they might jump back though. Yeah, 1 food, jumps back, 1 mineral, jumps back. And then here, nothing. All right, so we refresh. This system actually requires one of those diamond mega engineering ones, but it requires 3 ships to get. So refinery, research. I need money production, guys. Money. I need money. Money and green cards. You're not listening. Okay, green card. Okay, but 3 food. Come on, man. Rubbish. Okay, anyway, we move to the event, which is arguably, before the event, we discard first. So I have 2, 4, 6. So I don't have to discard, but I can discard. The round is still not over, so if I discard something, it would jump. But I don't really see the point in discarding anything, because I have 6, I have enough. Like if I had food, I would discard it, but I don't have food, so it doesn't matter. So no discarding. We move on. Event. Now, I played this game several times already. There's a lot of events in the deck. If it's an event that I've already had, I'm going to discard it and get a new one. But laundering, I haven't had it yet. Each player gains 1 illegal good. During this round, you may use illegal goods in place of money, in place of credits, when buying goods on the galactic market. Place an illegal good above each column of the market as a reminder. Well, okay, well then you really have to be producing illegal goods like crazy. Now, you could argue and say that this could swing the game horribly towards the favor of whoever is going full corruption. That is true, but then again, there are so many event cards. The chances of that coming out and someone actually doing this strategy, hoping that card comes out, is not worth it. Because only 3 event cards come out, and you have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, plus 2 here, so 27 event cards, with, of course, the promo card booster pack included. Is laundering the promo cost part of this? No, none of them were parts of the booster pack. Okay, cool. So that's done. Production, my favorite thing. All right, so I get one mineral. So let's order it a little bit. So production, sorry, mineral, research, gas, illegal goods, nothing, 2 credits, 2 research, 1 illegal good, 2 ships. So I could actually get Abaddon if I want to. 1 mineral, and that's it. Well, that's it. I mean, it's enough. All right, so I have a lot of stuff. I can get a lot of stuff more. I can actually get the Nebula Siphon. But if I get the Nebula Siphon, I don't have enough ships. I do. Let me show you how. I'm going to do a galactic market action. I'm going to spend 2 credits because I'm going to buy ships. So I get 2 ships, which gives me 5 ships in total. And I'm going to buy research. It gives me 4 research. Four. And then if you can see, the Nebula Siphon requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 research. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 research and 2 ships. But of course, I buy the planet first, which requires 3 ships. So Abaddon first, and then the Nebula Siphon. So that is a bang, 9 points, just like that. Boom. And it will produce gas on top of that. All right, so that Abaddon is actually a black hole planet. That is a booster pack card, Abaddon. Yes. Okay, so those are my 3 actions. So we already move on. So mineral goes to the left, food goes to the left, research goes to the left. That's it. They go away. Then I choose what goes to the right. I can make research go all the way to the right, but I don't know if that benefits me necessarily. Not really. Ships can get more expensive too, but I already produced 2 ships, so gas. Okay, gas can go to the right for sure. That's 1. And then ships or research. Let's do research. And then here, the other 2. Although it is a green card, but it requires food, which is impossible for me to get, so never mind. Oh, sorry. So what goes to the left? Nothing. Okay. All right, so... Wait, did I do this already? Yeah, this was the first time. Yeah, okay. Second round now. Karakum, which basically gets a good of your choice. That's also a booster card. Zimi, the Zimi system, and Mika, Belvita system. So once again, the planets, I don't really care about them. I need to find money producing things. I need to find green cards. I need to find a whole bunch of stuff. Generator. That looks nice. And then here, the new card that comes out requires a lot of gas. And it's the asteroid drill. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can actually get that if I sell something. Like if I send a mineral, I get another, but it requires food again. Maybe later. Okay, first of all, I need to have the generator to put it here. So that requires 1 food, but I can use 1 illegal good as food. So 1 research, 1 mineral. So I can get the generator. So now Ducat is also done, but it gives me -1 point though. So it devalues it actually. I really want to have food production, so I'm going to spend 2 minerals. Oh no, I can't, because I just spent it on the Ducat one. I can do this one. Gas and research. produce one food, and it's red, so I can put it here, which builds towards that. Then I have one more action. Should I do the market action where I sell my mineral for 3 credits and then buy research? I think I should. Okay, I'll sell 1 mineral, 3 credits. Well, I don't have to flip it because it's my last action. And then I'll spend 1 credit to buy 3 research. I could have bought gas actually instead of research. Yeah, you know what? I'll buy gas instead of research. Should I though? Yeah. I'll buy gas instead of research. Okay, that's my turn done. Up. So I get to discard 2. I'll just discard these 2. So research goes to the left. Ships go to the left. And minerals go to the left. Then here gas goes to the right and ships go to the right. It's all evening out again. Oh, but here it's bad. Research goes twice to the right and food goes twice to the right. Oh, so expensive food. Okay, so my last turn this round. Some planets. Okay, give me some green cards. There we go, agriculture. Good. And this I can get for free basically, but it's not really useful now. Okay, give me some food maybe. But I just had food, I know, and I passed on it. Okay, so what do I need still for my planets to win? Or not to win, but at least to fill up. I need green cards. There's 1 available. Here it's done. Here I need a green card, 1 available. Here hearts, Heart Institute, and also the Cross Labs. There's a Heart Institute here, and agriculture there. Okay, so I'm going to focus on these 2. I have 1 mineral and 1 credit. That takes care of the agriculture, which will go to Kaleos first, because at least that's done now. And then I'm also going to go... I was going to go for the Was I going to go for the refinery? Yeah, because it's Heart Institute, but it is too expensive, so I can't get it. Right. I can I get the executive retreat? I cannot. I have too much gas now. No. I feel like I should have bought the research. But I'm going to get production now. I can still get research. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is there nothing else I can buy? I can buy a communications array, but that is a red one, and I don't require any red ones now. Oh, but these 2 I can steal, but then not really. Yeah, there's not much I can do. Communication array gives me 1 point. I can put it here, but I guess I'll do it. It's better than nothing. So I'll spend 1 coin and 1 illegal good to get the communications array. Put it here. There we go. And now I've got 3 red ones, so that will give me 2 points if I buy this later on. Okay, the end of the round. So these 2 will go away. So it's food, gas, and ships. And then gas goes back the other way. And there's credit, so there's nothing. And then here gas goes to the right again, twice. Yeah, that hurts a little bit. Okay, so then we reveal. This one requires the production of ships. This one requires 3 different things. I could actually get Karakum an easy 2 points, honestly. Okay, ships, research. I need green cards. That's what I need. Come on, green. Give me the green symbol. I still need 2 cards of those. No, no green symbols. All right, then I have to discard down. So gas is really expensive now, and I'm going to produce 2 gas, which is enough for the asteroid drill. So I'm not going to discard anything. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll just keep what I have. So then we go to the events. So once again, if it's an event I've already seen, I'm going to discard it. But let's see. Also, at the end of the game, if I still have 7 resources, I score 7 points. So I kind of don't want to spend too much. And actually, it would have been better if more stuff was to the left so I can get stuff. But yeah. Equalize, I've done it already. Basic moves everything to the center, so I'm not going to do that. I want something new. Transmutation, I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I do know that. So I've done this before. Each player gains a bonus Omniforge production. Players may trade 1 good with a good from the bank. Move the trade marker left 1 space for the one you trade away, but I've seen that already. Buyout, I've done that as well. You get another company. I guess I didn't shuffle these well enough. Moving day, I've done that already. That's shuffling developments across different planets. Participation awards, I've done that already. That is when you don't finish your things, you get points for it actually. Shuffle, okay, that I don't know, but I can't really do because it says each player selects 2 tokens from any type of the bank. Afterwards, collect all chosen tokens, shuffle them, and randomly distribute 2 tokens to each player. I'm solo, so I'm just gonna get what I want, so it doesn't apply. Bribery. Each player gains 1 illegal good. During this round, you may use illegal goods in place of money when purchasing developments. Okay. I feel like I'm cheating, right? Until... Okay, I'll get rid of my... No. Okay, let me know if it's cheating or not if I skip the developments I've already had. Anyway, I'll keep this one. I'll gain 1 illegal good. In the end, I'm not going to be able to use it anyway. Well, it'll count towards this, but whatever. During this round, you may use illegal goods in place of money when purchasing developments. So, for example, this could be an illegal good. This could be an illegal good. All right. So, these actually go away now. Wow. Okay. Production, because I was like, oh, why don't I have anything? I have to produce 1 mineral, 1 research, 1 gas, 1 illegal good, nothing, 4 credits, 4 credits, 2 research, 2 ships, and 1 illegal good. One mineral, 2 food. I finally have food. I can sell food for money. And then 1 more gas. I really want that asteroid drill, but getting that asteroid drill will mess up one of my planets. So, yeah, it's 5 points, but you're losing the planet bonus, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's check again what we need. This is done. I need to have green cards. There are no green cards. I need to have a heart. There's no heart. I need to get a cross. There are 2 crosses. I need to have green. So the 2 crosses is research and minerals. I can actually get the asteroid drill as well. So I could get Karakum and then get the asteroid drill to just stash there because I'm just missing 2 points. It's just 1 development. I guess that will be okay. But do I want to spend so much on that? That's a question. But I do need to have 36 points, so it's a lot of points. The market isn't really something that I like. I could sell 1 gas for 3 credits. And I could buy 2 research, which allows me to buy one of these cards. The red cards are worth it at the moment. Green should have been worth it, but I haven't bought enough. Yeah. Yes. So I think I don't want to spend my 2 ships on 1 planet though. I'd rather get like Delamide with 1 ship and then stash the asteroid drill there. You know what? I think I need the asteroid drill because it is 5 points. Okay, I'll spend 1 ship, get Delamide, put it here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gas, 2 food to get the asteroid drill and put it underneath Delamide. Those are 2 actions. The market, I don't like the market at the moment, so I'm not going to bother with the market. But ships and research will become more expensive, so maybe I should bother with the market. I will bother with the market. I'll spend 2 credits to buy 2 ships and 2 research. Oh, what am I doing? 2 ships and 2 research. Okay, done. So these 2 go away. I guess this discards this random good. Maybe I saw it in there, but I think it's the leftmost one. But even if it's not leftmost, then I guess I think leftmost would make the most sense. So it's either going to be minerals, research, or ships. I guess I can choose then. I'll choose minerals. So I still need this icon. I don't need the other 2, so these 2 can go. So that's ships become very expensive now. Everything becomes very expensive now. Okay, and then what do I want to keep? This one maybe in case. So gas will go to the right. Do I have any trees on my planets? No, so it's not worth it. No, it's not worth keeping it. Okay, so 2nd round. Okay, Ducat system. So zone 519, Hubble and Yorgon. And red again. Really no green systems, man. I can't pay to refresh, I'm aware. Okay, so still no green systems. And the new one that comes out focuses on money. Ministry of Commerce, another 5 points. Let's see. I can get these cards now as well. I have enough research. But then it has to be something that's worth it. And red would become worth it. We already have 3 reds. And I can just stash whatever I want here. It really doesn't matter. I can get agriculture though. That's a heart. I need a heart here. Yeah. And then I can get research. So then I'm just missing 1 green. Okay, I'll do that. So double mineral, double gas for agriculture. Going all food now on Belvida. And then I'll spend 1 coin and 1 illegal good to get research. Actually, I'll spend 2 illegal goods because I can spend illegal goods instead of money now to get the research done. So then I still have 1 action left. I guess I'll buy one of these cards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I don't have a lot of resources left, and if I want to get those 7 points, Because I'm pretty sure it means for whatever resource I have left. I'm just gonna double check here. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. So the here, resources. Count the number of resources you have remaining at the end of the game. It does not include money or illegal goods. So it's actually just this. At the moment, I have this. And this is bad because it's all to the right. Oh no, it's good. No, because I sell for money. I need to buy. I need to be cheap. So these two will get removed, but then these all go to the right. So it's horrible. It's horrible. I think I will buy one research because I'm not going to get many points from there. At least with the crosses, I would have 4 points. Green will give me 3 points. Red will also give me 4 points. But there's no need for me to buy it right now. If I activate my Omniforge again, I'll have one more. Okay, I'll activate my Omniforge. So I have one more research and one mineral. I'm going to sell that mineral for money. Okay, this is the end of my turn. So here, these two go away, of course. So ships become cheaper. Minerals become cheaper. And research becomes cheaper. And then research becomes more expensive. And food becomes more expensive. Because, of course, it's food. And then here, minerals become expensive. And then that's money, that doesn't matter. It's my final round already? Yes, it is. Ooh, this I can buy for free. That is huge. Huge. But as usual, no green, man. No green. I guess I discarded too many green cards in the beginning of the game. Because there's not many left. Let's just quickly check how many greens. 1, 2, 3. I got rid of 3 there, the level 1s. And the level 2s. How many greens? 1, 2. Yeah, so I discarded 5 of them. Okay, so this is my final turn. This one I'm not going to be able to make for sure. This one done, done, done. Here I need to have green as well. Done. Here I can just put something else because I don't really care. This should be something that gives me points, preferably. Like I could get the agriculture, which gives me then 4 of those, gives me 4 points. And then if I get the off-world exporter and just stash it something, it would go up to 7 points. Stash it somewhere. Talking about the off-world exporter, I could actually use it to get a bunch of money. But this requires 10 bucks. It's too much. Yeah, everything else is too much here. The market is not my friend either, because market is only good for money now. So if I go in and sell 1 mineral, that's 3, and sell 1 ship, that get me 5. I probably could buy Ministry of Commerce if I wanted to. But I think it's better to get the agriculture and the off-world exporter, because I would put my crosses up to 5 and 7 points. And of course I would put it, oh, but I don't have enough space to put it. Oh no, I can put it in the Chevron system because it's not going to score anyway. Yes, I do. Okay, I'll do that. So 2 coins. Wait, I can buy... I don't have to use that. I can just use 2 illegal goods. No, I just need 1 illegal good. I'm sorry. 1 illegal good to get agriculture, and I can steal something. I can steal something. Steal what? Well, I'll put this one here first. The next one is there. Oh, I'll steal gas because I don't have gas. Yeah, I'll steal gas. And then for my second action, gas and a ship. Actually, I'm not going to even use the gas because I'll use my illegal good as a replacement, which I can do once per turn. So that's this one. That'll go here. Doesn't even have to go here. It doesn't score anyway, doesn't matter. I'll put it here. And then as my final action, I'll spend 4. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. That's 4 points, okay. I'll spend 4. Because if I don't spend it, I'll get 7. If I do spend it, I get 4 plus 7. So it's way better. So I'll spend 4 research to get Cross Labs. And Cross Labs is not added anywhere, it's just here. Or underneath my corporation. So that's it. That is the end of the game. Boom, finish. So let's see how I did. I'm gonna take my phone. Oh, my light just died, but that's okay. I'll take my phone and let's see the score. Okay, so we start off by maybe counting from left to right the cards. So do I have 3 star systems? I do, because I have 1, 2, 3 star systems, so that's 4 points. Do I have a money production of 3? 1, 2, 4 even, so yes, so plus 3. Do I have 3 green? No. Do I have 3 money? Yes, so plus 4. Do I have 2 research and 1 illegal good? I do, so that's plus 4. Do I have these 3 icons? I do, so plus 4. Do I have these 3? No. Do I have this one? Yes, plus 4. Do I have these ones? No. Then the cards, so minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. So at 35 right now. Then here, count the crosses across all planets. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plus 7. 35 plus 7. And then, how many resources do I have at the end of the game? I have 2, 4, 6, because money doesn't count. So 4 points. So I finish with 46. So yeah, the first one is quite easy to do. Okay, let me fix that light. So yeah, light is fixed, and that's it. So I think the first one is the easiest one, because I think getting 36 points should be doable because there's nothing really hindering you. So I think that's easier. So I'll tell you the other 5 that you have. Oh, and actually I forgot my starting buff. My starting buff was start the game with an additional 5 coins. 5 credits. So I made it harder on myself for getting that starting buff. So normally the number 2 is reach 30 points and build at least 5 of the following cards. So logistics hubs, wellness center, CEO monument, executive retreat, corporate office. So you can double up. So we need to have at least 5. And then the buff that goes with it is any bonus actions from developments in this game are doubled. So it's nice. Number 3 is reach 30 points, build a crime hub. So this one here, and have at least 7 illegal goods. But then at the start of the game, you can draw the top card of development to deck and build it on your homeworld for free. So for example, in this case, it would be the communications array, which is not really helpful, but whatever. Number 4 is reach 30 points, build 2 off-world exporters and make at least 4 transactions total using these exporters. The bonus there is search development 2 deck for any off-world importer and build it on your homeworld for free. Number 5 is reach 30 points and make sure that every planet produces at least 1 food. and you start the game with a second random Omniforge. And then number 6, reach 36 points and form at least 4 partnerships. So have 4 of these. And then any points from communications arrays in these games are doubled. So these cards could potentially get you 18 points. So obviously you want to go for those since they're doubled. Okay. So yeah, this game, I really enjoy it. Like I've played it now 3 times. That's why I skipped so many events. I think it's cool. I like the market system because even in solo with the discarding the cards, it can really mess you up. In some cases, you can really feel that resource drought. I haven't played with other people yet. I do want to do that as well before I do like a full review. This is like a basic review, mostly solo, I guess. I would pull this out to just play any day because the setup takes a little bit because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 decks to shuffle before you start. Now, of course, you could be smart and shuffle them before you put the game away. But most people, let's be honest, me included, when you finish gaming, you just want to get rid of it. But yeah, so the setup takes a bit with all the shuffling. But that's the only thing that's the only thing though. I like the challenges. I don't really follow the whole you need to win 3 times and then you win the game. You know, if I win a solo game, I win a solo game, I'm happy. You know, it's not, I don't really see it as you need to win 3 times. But I guess the 3 times thing forces you to use more different corporations and more different styles. That's true. But yeah, I really enjoy this. I think it's pretty. It looks nice. It's pleasing to the eye. I've tried different strategies. I've tried with bank loans. I've tried corruption, like today, kind of like. I've tried going full research, which is pretty good. Yeah, I like how you can manipulate the market, like getting as many resources as you can, and then trying to make it scarce so you get a lot of money, or the other way around, getting a lot of money and then trying to make it so abundant that you can get so much for just a little bit. And you can see then these cards actually become feasible. There's not that many. There's only like 5 left. Yeah, these 3 and these 2. So I actually bought a bunch, more than I usually do. But then that's because I could focus on points only. That makes a difference. I like the tokens and everything. Very nice. I like the different events because there's so many events. For example, the next one would have been Building Boom. Each player draws a card from the Development 1 deck and may build it on their homeworld for free, regardless of capacity. Nice. So if it would have been this, I would have gotten a Refinery, which is a green card, which would have been annoying because I would have had to put it somewhere else. Actually, yeah. You know what? Where are those green cards? Green cards. Cross. Green card. 2 green cards in the last 3 cards. And about here, green, green, green. But yeah, I could have used the action of spending coins to refresh and try to find them. That's true. And in the end, I did fine. Because I have no regrets, especially because I won, right? Yeah, I'll play this again. I'm curious to see with other people because you've got the stealing mechanic. And okay, you only steal 1 good of someone. You know, I'm wondering how happy or unhappy that would make people. You also have the black market. Even though I never used it this game, it is very useful sometimes when you're in a bind. And then I also wonder how that goes with other people. Like, okay, you 2 have black markets. I can actually use that on my turn. And then you guys get coins. So I think, yeah, I like it. I like it. Is it going to be a top 10 game? No, I think it's too light for that. But I think you can knock this out of the park in like, what, an hour? How long I think I've been playing for roughly an hour, something like that. So, yeah. Yeah. I will stay in my collection. I don't see a reason to not keep it in there. And yeah, let me know what you think. If this seems interesting to you at all. I like space games. I like things like this. I like the building and everything, the limits it has on you, because you try to get those points and you can't always fit it there where you want it to be. So yeah, anyway, that's it for me. My name is Joachim, like always, and it's Swimming Against a Little Time. See you next time. Bye bye.